Hello, nonprofit leaders. I'm Sarah Olivieri, your host, and this podcast is here to assist people like you, executive directors, board members, and other nonprofit leaders, make a bigger impact with insights, tips, and lessons learned from nonprofit leaders and experts. Having been an executive director, a board member, and now a consultant and coach, I truly understand the challenges you face. And that's why I'm here. I'm all about working smarter, not harder, so you can make a bigger impact without the burnout. And so is our sponsor, DonorBox. DonorBox isn't just a suite of helpful fundraising tools, it's a partner that helps you raise more money and supports you in retaining your donors. I love their forward-thinking approach. Visit donorbox.org to learn more. And don't forget to sign up for the Inspired Nonprofit Leadership newsletter, where you'll get bite-sized, actionable tips just for nonprofit leaders like you, delivered weekly to your inbox. Sign up at inspirednonprofitleadership.com/sign up. Okay, let's dive into today's episode.
It's a time of transition, change of the seasons, depending on where you are. And a time when we think about our time and our energy. We think about, are we feeling overwhelmed with the holidays or thinking about the end of the year? Maybe we're starting to reflect on what we've accomplished this year. So I want to spend a little more time talking about time and energy because it makes such a big difference as visionary leaders, whether you're running a for-profit or a nonprofit business. How you spend your time, how you spend your energy dramatically impacts what you can get done and how you feel about what gets done. So let me start with a question for you. If you could use your time however you wanted, whether that's getting more rest or growing and pushing yourself to do something new and challenging, whether it's spending time with your family or dedicating more time to your team members, or expanding your programs and your offers so that you can serve more people, essentially make a bigger impact. What would you choose? What if there were no restrictions, where would you most like to spend your time? I'll just let you sit with that for a moment so we can think about how we're going to use our time and our energy so that our schedule actually aligns with what really matters. So the thing is, you can't make more time, right? We know this about time. It's a fixed amount. There are 24 hours in the day, roughly. But you can choose how to use it. And how we use it actually does impact how much we can get done. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. So every time we say yes to doing something, we are saying no to something else. And I bring that first point about spending our time today to you for all of you who feel obliged to say yes, feel like it's hard to say no because you don't want to say no to things. Well, every yes is also a no. If I say yes to going and picking up my kid at school, I'm saying no to a couple things I was going to get on my to-do list done at my desk. We are choosing between things, even when we don't realize it. So it's impossible to say yes to everything because the more we say yes to, the more we also say no to. It's just a balanced equation no matter what we do. But freedom and actually getting more done and doing more comes from being intentional about those trade-offs. and designing a schedule that supports your best energy. So I want to go back to the question I started with. If you could use your time however you wanted, what would you do? And I encourage you, no matter how wild that or far away that seems, to think about, could I actually do a little more of that right now? Because whatever question, whatever the answer was to that question, will unlock a nugget of where you could be spending your time in a way that is going to energize you and let you get more done. And so if you say yes to those things that you really want to do, that you're really excited about doing, that like gets you like alive inside, the more you say yes to those things, the more you are actually saying yes to getting more done. And the less the compromise will feel like a compromise. So if you want to go spend more time with your team, do that. Spend a little more time with them. I promise you will get that time back. If you want to spend more time thinking big picture, working, they say, like on the business instead of in the business, do that. Lean into it. And if you're thinking, wow, I just really like to spend some more time lying on the couch, do that. Whatever your brain is longing to just do more of, if you had no other constraints, lean into putting those things on your schedule. Now, a note about the schedule, right? We don't get time. We don't get the easy moments, don't just come to us. I mean, occasionally they do, but it's pretty rare. We need to we create the space. We hold the space. So if you want to work a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week, the first step is to eliminate the extra day. The second step is to figure out how to make it happen. If you want to take some time to rest, go ahead and put it in your calendar. Put some big holds in there. Put a block for you to do that. If you want to spend some more time with your family, put that in your calendar and let the rest of the things work themselves out, and they will. If you want to spend some time doing big picture thinking, by all means, block out a full day if you want. Block out more, whatever time you ideally want, block it out and see if you can then work everything else in around it. And as we come to this time of holidays and transitions, if you feel excited about cramming a bunch of stuff in at the end, excited is the key word here, go for it. But if you're feeling like, wow, I just want to appreciate the season, take some rest, enjoy my family, and celebrate everything that's gotten done, do that. Stay in alignment with what excites you, and you will have much more time in your day and get actually a lot more done. Until next time, I wish you all the best. And if you're thinking, oh my God, that sounds amazing, but I really need to work with somebody to make that happen, I'd be happy to consider that working together. Go to saraholivieri.com/apply, fill out a short application, and we can have a call about what that might look like, especially if it's growing your nonprofit or your business. You can also follow the same path, a different URL at pivotground.com/application. They both lead to the same place.
You've been listening to Inspired Nonprofit Leadership. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode or the bonus episodes. And while you're at it, please leave a rating and review, and be sure to share with your friends and colleagues. Tune in every week for more useful insights and wisdom on nonprofit leadership. Thanks so much for all you do for the communities you serve. Until next time, all the best.